Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about Kubernetes dashboard, Kubernetes GUI. Basically, to check the nodes and pods, services, deployments. So basically, we will use terminals like command prompt only, right? Like kubectl get pod. Okay. To check all these things, currently this is the cluster set up by EKS. So there is no services deployed and no pods are running. Okay. And now I will set up a Kubernetes dashboard, which is a UI based dashboard where we can see all the pods and services related to your deployments information. Like, if you want to update the pods, so same thing we can able to check in UI. So currently it is not Kubernetes dashboard. It is not coming up by default. We have to deploy Kubernetes dashboard. So let's see what it is Kubernetes dashboard and all. So Kubernetes dashboard is a web-based Kubernetes interface. You can use dashboard to deploy containerized application into Kubernetes cluster, troubleshoot your containerized application, and manage the cluster resources. You can use dashboard to get overview of applications running in our cluster as well as cluster and modifying individual Kubernetes resources such as deployment, jobs, daemons, etc. For example, if you want to scale your deployments, initiate rolling update, restart the pod, and deploy new application using deployment wizard. From UI also you can do the same thing. And dashboard also provided the state of Kubernetes resource in your cluster and your any error it may be occurred. You can go official document also, Kubernetes dashboard. So there it have the steps how to set up Kubernetes cluster, and it have the information. Okay, Kubernetes dashboard is general purpose web-based UI Kubernetes cluster. It will allow you to manage your running clusters and troubleshooting them. Okay, once you have to install the Kubernetes, you have to get some services and namespaces. So everything it should be come up with UI. You can able to access from browser. So let me do the deployment. So to deploy your dashboard, by default it will not come. Ok, to deploy the following command, you have to apply this command, then it will be generated some services, all the files. Currently, I don't have any deployments. kubectl get deploy as kubectl get deploy. Currently, there is no deployments on this one, and kubectl nodes also namespaces also kubectl get ns. Currently, these are the namespaces kube system and public node default. So now let me deploy this command. Even here also it should be provided the kubectl apply, and same thing I am doing here kubectl apply, and this is the version it should be changed 2.3.1, but mine is 2. Some old version. O- Okay, let me do anything recommended.yml. Recommended. I just copied the latest one also. Let me try to do this one. See, when you created, it should be created Kubernetes namespace. It is created Kubernetes dashboard and service account. It should be created, and services it is created. Secret it is created. Secrets and config map it is created. Role rbase role it is created, and cluster role rbase it should be created. Cluster. So when you do this deployment, it should be come up with all these files. If you want to see this one, you can able to see this file also. Uh, if you go here and have to check what are all the services it should be there in this deployment. See namespaces it is there, service account is there, and service, secrets, and roles, role binding, cluster role. role binding, cluster role binding, deployment, everything it should be there, and service kind deployment, everything it should be there. Now it should be, if you check now, kubectl get namespaces, there is a namespace created Kubernetes dashboard. So under this namespace only all the services it should be created. Deployments also. If you check now kubectl get pods -n, currently by default namespaces no pods are running. If you check now under Kubernetes dashboard namespace, there are default this pod is running like Kubernetes dashboard pod and metrics. It should be running successfully. Same like if you want to check deploys under this namespace, you can get it Kubernetes dashboard deployments and metrics servers deployment and services also you can check kubectl get services. See, now one thing we need to change. If you want to access this service to expose from the UI or outside, you need to change this node port or cluster IP, like load balancer. By default, it should be coming up with cluster IP, so we have to change it to load balancer. Then external IP it should be get, and you can able to access from the browser. So next step we need to do, we need to edit that one. Now check the resources and dashboard. We have that thing. Now we have to edit this dashboard. kubectl edit and service. Now if you check kubectl get services, this service we have to change. kubectl edit Kubernetes dashboard, this service -n under particular this name. This is running one. I just need to change that one to running SVC. Sorry, service name we didn't mention. So this is the running service. You just need to change service type to load balancer. Spec you just need to change to load balancer so that you can able to access from the browser. Node port or load balancer. Now if you check kubectl get service, see now it changed to load balancer. So same thing you will able to get it in UI. If you comes to here load balancer, so this load balancer is going to be created now. You have to check instances. Currently it is in out of service. It should be in service. Then only you can able to access. So it will take some time to get it this in service. Now this is changed in the security group also, but we are using load balancer that none. Now if you want to access your dashboard, you need to create a service account. The service account is like a it's authentication. Let me show you the definition. Service account provides an identity for process that are running in the pod. When you access the cluster, you are authorized to API server as a particular user account. In the service account is nothing but in IAM we have users, right? So same users there will create a policies, that policies we have attached to the user. Same here we have a service account to access your resources in the Kubernetes cluster. You need a service account. Under service account you just need to create a user and you have to provide that permission. Same like here we have to create a role and we have to attach that roles to the service account. Let me show you. To access that one, create a sample user. We will find out how to create a new user in service account mechanism in Kubernetes. So grant here the kind is service account and metadata name is admin user under this Kubernetes dashboard. So here user admin have permission to log into the dashboard. Okay, bear a token to try to user access. So first we have to create the service account, and after that creating the service role binding in the most use cases after providing the cluster using COPS of Kubedium, any other popular tool also. Cluster role admin already have exist in the cluster. So when you created the deployment, right, that time it will be created cluster role rbase. Okay, so that we can use by default cluster role binding our service account. If does not exist, you need to create a role first, then grant required privileges manually. So what I'll do, I'll just execute this command. I'll create a service account. Whether you can do it a file service account dot YML, or you can directly run this command. Now I'm executing this one. The service account is created under admin user. Service account is created. Now if you check kubectl get service or SA, the default one, under default one it should be created. Okay, service account. So now under kind is cluster role bindings. So under this admin user, so it have the access to the cluster role and cluster role admin. API group is service. This admin group will have access to service account, admin user, and Kubernetes dashboard. So let me run this one. Now it cluster role binding is by default it there should be R base. So that one it we have attached that. Now Now we need a token, some certification kind we need, right, to access the from the UI. When you open, it should be asking the uh, some key. When you open initially, it will be asking some key. So we just need to generate the token using that one. Now it should be in services. You just need to go here and take this one. It should be a 443, right? The port number, so that you can need to able to open HTTPS. Hold on. You just need to advance and you just need to select this one. So it should be asking either kubeconfig or token. So I just need to generate a token using this command kubectl -n generate describe secret. So secret will be generated so that you can provide this one. So this token is generated for you. So you just need to provide this token to authenticate your Kubernetes dashboard. Go here, provide token, sign in. See, your dashboard is coming up. So here you can check jobs, deployments, and services, increase services. So services we have currently default services like component API service and cluster information, kubeconfig, persistence volume secrets, storage. Okay, under cluster we have admin user, Kubernetes dashboard, roles, cluster roles, networks, nodes, role, service account, everything it should be there. So if you want to change Here namespaces, Kubernetes namespaces. If you want all namespaces, you can able to check on of deployments. Currently, these are the two deployments. It should be updated. A Kubernetes dashboard. Even if you have to check kubectl get deploy, right? So here there are three kubectl get -n Kubernetes dashboard. So there are Kubernetes dashboard metrics one and the dashboard. There are two. So same thing you can able to check metric server and Kubernetes dashboard. So here Kubernetes dashboard currently, if you want to check resources information and rolling update strategy and pod status, everything you can able to check conditions, replica sets, pods. Okay, these are the default pods. If you check now kubectl get pods -n Kubernetes dashboard, so some default pods are running. Kubernetes metrics one and dashboard one. You can able to check. These are the pods which are running and services, replica sets, okay, replication controllers, stateful sets. Currently there is no stateful sets and ingress services. So here services we have Kubernetes, kubedns, Kubernetes dashboard, okay, and dashboard metric services. So here the services, the pods under these services, these are the pods, endpoints, load balancer, cluster IP, okay, labels, annotations, and secret storage. Everything you can able to check here. Service accounts, okay. If you want to create new service account, it should be automatic. These are the default one. Admin user default and test defaults. Everything it should be showing here, and the roles. So initially it will take some time to update everything, whatever the cluster information to get it from UI, it will take some time. That's why initially we didn't get. So role binding nodes, config map services, everything it should be updated here. Namespaces. So currently these are the namespaces. If you want to create new namespaces, you also just created and it will be updated. Now currently if you check kubectl get ns, these are the namespaces, default kubectl, everything. Now if I want to create namespaces, kubectl create ns devops, namespaces is created. If you want to check now kubectl get namespace, it should be DevOps namespace also available. Even it should be updated in UI also. See, DevOps automatically it should be updated in the UI also. So like this, you can create one more namespace also, like kubectl create ns test namespace. So namespace is created, automatically it should be updated in the namespace. If you want to delete namespace, you can delete kubectl delete ns test namespace. It is deleted namespace. It should be automatically updated here. It should be terminating. Same like if you want to delete existing one also, you can delete existing one like previous one. If you want to delete, you can able to delete. Now Deployments, if you want to check deployments, under deployment, these are the deployments, Kubernetes deployments. Now, if you want to update, you can able to edit here under YAML file. So if I want to updated, these are the default one. The replicas, if you want to update it, you can able to update that one. Meta information names. These are the information by default it will come. Manage as spec. Here replication. If I wanted to give three, currently one, right? If I want to update it three, so the replication it should be updated three. See now three pods. Previously it should be one, right? One. I just updated that one. It should be changed to three replicas. Even if you go here and check now, right? kubectl get deploys and it should be updated to three. See, dashboard is three. Previously one it is there. Now it should be three. It should have updated three pods and progress available. Same. Even services also you just able to check the services information. Kubernetes dashboard services. And if you want to create a, if you want to edit anything, you can able to edit here. Service type. So I gave service type as load balancer. If you want to change node port or cluster IP, you can able to update here also. And if you want to delete, you can use this delete button. And if you want to create new resource, you just need to create a new resource. And suppose if I created some services, suppose if I want to created some services, you just able to provide the XML file and you can able to get that one, some service file. So directly you can paste that XML file and you can able to get it from here. So let me try to deploy some service, Kubernetes service. So I'm just giving some default service. I'm going to create some default services from UI. Just pasting this one. I'm changing service type is Nginx service. App is Nginx and protocol IP and cluster IP. I don't need anything. And load balancers type. Okay. And port target port also I'm giving 80. I'm just updating this one. The server doesn't allow to method request restore. Change role balancer. Create from my file. Create from input. Actually, it should be come. Service load balancer. Target port. The server doesn't allow the method requested resource. Services. Basically, it should be come. Okay, but I am not sure why it is not coming. Um, but this is UI. It is like you can able to see, and if you don't know the commands and what are the services, replicas, and statefuls information. Okay, that time you will go and use the dashboard. to overall UI interface of your cluster. Okay, that's all about under dashboard, Kubernetes dashboard. So if you need familiar with the commands, you can go to use directly commands only. If you're not familiar, that time you will go for Kubernetes dashboard. So it is easy to view the cluster information and nodes and applications, everything. Okay, that's all about in this session. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.